So, welcome back. Amman Valley versus Pembrokeshire. This is the last 8 straight knockout stages now. No more group stages, no more lives. This is it. Pembrokeshire has a new recruit in I'm saying young, well, he's younger than me, Michael Hughes, batting for Pembrokeshire. That's all that about. It's a bit like Julian Solanke back in the days. Up at the World Championships. Hungarian he is. I think it was Greece he played for. Unbelievable. So, I think majority of the Pembrokeshire team, apart from Mick and the player on table 2, not the one at the table, the one in the light blue shirt, they all have got the same grey Pembrokeshire t-shirts on, I think. Obviously, Amman Valley player at the table on table 2's got a Welsh team shirt, so he must play for one of the Welsh teams somewhere. A lot of internationals here this weekend. So, nice to see Sean Ryan back with us. Good evening, Sean. Steve Bradburn. Seen you tuning in a few times, Steve. We are streaming live to YouTube as well as Facebook, as we have done all weekend since last Wednesday. Well, last Thursday, 2 days ago. Apart from the last match, that is. Pembrokeshire finished second in their group. Amman Valley, the players said they were second favourites, but they topped the group, so I don't know how they worked that out. I think there'll be at least, well, there's going to be at least 2 team matches tonight, quarterfinals and semi-finals. There is a race of 13. If it goes 12-all, it'll be a black ball shootout. Come on, Mike, our adopted Pembroke lad. I don't know if you're listening, David, but tell him I've got the match he was wanting to watch on my phone here. Friend of ours, Jordan McElroy, playing. I think he's out of his depth myself. I did say that to Michael. Playing Johnny Haslam. It's currently 8-5 to Johnny. Race to 18. It's getting to that time of night where it's nearly time for a pint. I had one with my dinner. Rump steak, 10 ounce. Lovely it was. Lovely and tender. Don't know what's going on down there, just a bit of a congregation in the middle of the arena. Need to make way for the lads that are playing on the tables. This is when it gets noisier and noisier. Well, I know they didn't hear me, but you would have thought they had, because the referees have gone over to that little group of people still in the arena and asked them all to move out. It's only right. Two lads trying to lag off there and just sticking the cues into people's sides, because they're that close to them. You would think you'd know, wouldn't you? But there you go. Yes, David, he's a very good player. He's not played for a few years. He's been out of the game for a while, but from the age of 14, 15, he's always been part of my teams. I remember him, ask him about the stripper when he was 15 at the Commonwealth Club. It was the opening night of the Commonwealth Club, over 18s only, by the way. And Michael, I don't know how he managed to get in there, and the stripper picked on him. Don't know why. She picked on him 15, he had cream everywhere. This is the last 8, Steph. It's the knockout stages now. The top 2 in each group have gone through to the knockout stages, the main event. The bottom 3, placing at 3rd in the group, have been seeded into the last 8 of the plate, and the team that finished 4th and 5th, they play off to see who gets into the last 8. So he has won a few quid. He's in the final of the 3-man team, which will be at some stage tomorrow. So as soon as you see me go live tomorrow, make sure you tune in. If Pembrokeshire happen to come through this one, that'll be the final, one of the finals tomorrow as well. So he's doing himself proud here, and he's still in the fight. He's still in the. He's got the seniors still to play. That's not started yet. He's still in the amateur singles. I think he's won a couple of games in that so far, so he's still in that as well. So he's doing well. I rang him up last week and said, Mick, do you fancy coming to Wales for a few days? What for, Wayne? What for? Well, I'm streaming a comp. Yeah, of course I will. Love to. Because he's a bit of a loose end. And I'll tell you what, he's absolutely living the dream. He said, try and get me in a comp. He said, it doesn't matter if I can't, it doesn't matter. So I just want to, I'll just go down and watch. I'll be happy to watch. And he's managed to get himself in about 4 competitions. And he's still batting in 3 of them. So, absolute legend. Love him to bits. I don't know the players, to be honest with you. What happened with the 3-man is all the elite players, or who they considered are elite players here this weekend, they all got seeded into a team each. And then everybody else that entered the 3-man got drawn randomly. So no elite teams can enter. And there was some good teams, some good draws. They've got the work cut out. They're playing Luke Sandridge's team. and he's managed to cut for a couple of decent players on his side. So they've got the work cut out, but by no means is it over. They've got a chance. They're in the final. He's got a lot further than he expected. He just wanted a few frames of pool. And he's played non-stop for the last 3 or 4 days. He's laughing his head off over there. He can't hear me, but he's just laughing his head off at the antics of some of the players in the room. I think he might be laughing at our roomie. I'm sure that's him. Wait while he turns his back. Yeah, it is. It's Paul Williamson. That's who he's laughing at. A bit loud in the corner over there. He's playing in his team match. But he's another thoroughly nice bloke. Can't do enough here in Wales. Tell you what, it's a must visit place. And you must come and play pool here as well. My phone gone off. I think my phone's gone flat. Certainly has. Forgot to put it on charge. So I'm trying to watch the Jordan McElroy Johnny Haslam game so I can keep up to date for Mick. Johnny's 9-5 up at the minute. I think Johnny's going to walk away with it. As good as what Jordan's been playing. I think Johnny's just a little bit too, I wouldn't say clever, but too consistently better at potting. He's an absolutely phenomenal potter of a ball, is Johnny Haslam. I think he's just got that little bit too much. But it keeps freezing. That's 10-5. Another quick fire frame there from Mr. Haslam. So I am talking about our local league players playing money matches. I don't know what they're playing for. Doesn't say. They never do put it on. Don't know why. Could be paying for 25 quid for all we know. So Power's on stream, Leon. I'm not too sure who they've drawn, to be honest. If they're in the plate, they've no chance now anyway. Was he? Is that who it was? He did say that he had to rearrange it or do something that I didn't steal him. Mick, if I'm going somewhere, Mick's coming. It's as simple as that. He's been like my right arm wherever pool and snooker's concerned. When he's been playing over the last God knows how many years, last 30 years. Always been part of my 3-man teams whenever we've gone to Yarmouth. From the first one to the very last time we went down. No matter what snooker team I play for, if Mick is able to play, he will sign for them. Signed for the Tilsley this season, and I've not been able to make it for the last few weeks, and Mick stopped as well. So we'll be back playing after Christmas. I've just picked up a new cue this weekend from my sponsor, Kerry Hughes at M8 Cues. So I'm hoping I'll start potting a few balls now. Let's hope it works. He's too busy over there. I don't want him losing my phone if he puts it on the table and goes and plays his match. So he probably knows that, which is why he's not come for it, because he can't see the match on his own phone. That's all the cheering's there because Craig Marsh has just gone in off. Thoroughly nice bloke as well as Craig. Always got a smile on his face. And I had the pleasure of commentating on the IPA stream. I think it was 3 years ago now, 2016, when he won the World Championships. That's our roomie that's just won his frame. The team are cheering for him, singing away. Everybody's trying to shake his hand, he won't let go. I'd show you, but there's a lamp in the way, you can't see him properly with the camera. He won't let go of his hand. Unbelievable scenes. Pool this weekend, and the atmosphere has been absolutely second to none, I must say. Completely different to English comps. There's no egos. There's some cracking players here, by the way, but there's no egos. Everybody's here for a good time. I don't know what position Mickey's in the batting order, but I need to get him on quickly. 3-0 down against Amman Valley. Amman did win the group. Well, I've just seen that comment there where he's just said he won you a few quid recently, Stephen. If that's the case, I think he lost his last money match, so you must have backed against him. It was a bit naughty, really. Shooters Neath. Craig Marsh's team, well, it's Paul Bushnell's team. Craig Marsh is in it. On the next table to the stage, Johnny Bushnell starting off on it in his game. They absolutely swam the channel to get into the main knockout. There was third. There was 5 frames adrift of the team they played in the final match. They had to beat them by 5 clear frames. They beat them by 10 clear frames to knock the team into the plate. And for those of you thinking they might have thought, well, we'll get in the plate for an easier ride, there ain't any prize money in the plate. I think it's under £1.75, so they've not gone in the plate to earn a few quid. They got well and truly beat. Absolutely swam the channel. So, Mick Hughes taking his jumper off. He's coming to the table. They're 4-0 down. The boy from Blackpool needs to stop the rot. He'll be doing his bit, I know that. Mick, table 2 on the left hand side as we're looking, just lagging off now. He's got his top table wristband on. He's got enough from the lag. He's just behave, Mick. Surprising how many players put the wristband on the wrong wrist, on the bridging hand. You don't put it on the hand. There's loads of them at it. Learnt that many moons ago down at Yarmouth. Looking around the room, there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 4 players out of 16 tables with a wristband on the wrong wrist. Unbelievable. Wait a minute, that's 5. There's one on table 1 as well, as you can see there. You don't put it on that wrist. I don't know which player's which on table 1. If it's gone fuzzy, it's the internet. There's nothing I can do. It's okay on my phone. Well, it's not okay on my phone actually. That's the internet. I've not changed anything. It's not the setting. Nothing's changed. It's just the 4G signal. It will come right. Don't worry. I'm saying it's 1 second. I'll just go to YouTube and see what it's like on there. It's been absolutely fine and dandy on YouTube. I can't see how blurry it is, but if you go to YouTube, if you've not got the YouTube app, just download it, it's free. Just it's easy to create a profile as well, but it's full HD. On YouTube, there's no issues at all. Never has been. YouTube know what they're doing when it comes to video streaming. Facebook, well, it's just I don't know. He's got a cheek to charge Zuckerberg for sponsors and advertisements when it I don't know. It does what it wants sometimes. I'm streaming through the same program to both of these 2 programs, to YouTube and Facebook, and it just does what it wants when it wants. YouTube is fine; it's clear as anything. And if you do download it and go to it, I don't even think you need an account. Just search Tsunami Streaming on YouTube, and I'm sure you can just watch it. Just have a look; it's clear as anything. Which is annoying really, because I have got a lot of followers that do tune in, and as soon as anybody sees it, unless they're really die-hard pool fanatics, they're just going to turn it off. And I understand it does happen, but when you've got that many followers like I have, it is annoying that you can't reach out to them with something of any quality. It's wrong. It really does annoy me. Yeah, so Andrew's just checked it out. Obviously, he must have been watching on Facebook before. It is perfect on YouTube. No issues at all. You can't tell some people though. Some people probably be on Facebook now having a chip about it and probably get loads of tagged comments. Past caring sometimes, but it's annoying. If YouTube was as easy to reach out to people as what Facebook is, I probably wouldn't even use Facebook. I'd probably even delete my own personal account. What I might do is I might just change my data sim. I found out during the last match, I should have done it before this one started really, but I found out during the last match that the upload speed on my EE account is 3 times faster than, even though the Virgin one is fast enough, it's 3 times faster, so I might just try and remember to stick that sim in after this game. Then again, I might not. Just means I've got to make sure and double check all my scoreboard and everything that it has to be on the same network. I don't want to end up with some conflicts at this stage in the competition. I'll have a look. I don't know. I'll have a look. I need a drink. It's getting too warm in here. Amman Valley, player on table 2, is in a little bit of trouble here. I don't think you can see either of them 2 reds. I'm not too sure which is a Pembrokeshire player on table 1. He's got up off his shot. That's never a good sign. The YouTube page is just the same. Just search Tsunami Streaming. You'll get it there. We're live there. It's absolutely crystal clear. Full HD on that. Facebook doesn't like it. Slightest little thing, it doesn't like it. Doesn't like the slightest sound of music. They just chuck you off. YouTube, happy as Larry. They'll just mute it a week later or something, or a year later. I've had messages a year later, 2 years later. Got a copyright conflict. Well, you can turn it off then. I'm not bothered 2 years later. So we'll find out it's 5-0. So they're struggling here, Pembrokeshire. And if they get beat this one, they are going out. How ironic would it be for the borrowed player, Michael Hughes, to be the only winner? Not looking too happy now, Mick. I'll wait till he's finished his frame before I go and get some liquid refreshment. Cheering. Kerry Morris just finished his frame off from an 8 Qs. Can play the game. There's a lot of sole Qs to play the game. So, table 2. Amman Valley on reds. It's left Michael tucked right up behind the red. It's total snooker. He needs to come off at least 2 cushions. And he knows he's going to be leaving his opponent with a shot on at least one of them reds. He's in trouble here. And so are Pembrokeshire. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it must be the atmospherics. If it could, internet sometimes as well is determined, the strength of it's determined by the weather outside. I am on 4G, bearing in mind I'm not plugged in wide to a box anywhere. Well, you must be able to see the edge of this yellow. Does it plant? Well, it was too thin. What's he got? He's actually got a great shot there. He's left him. It's all snookered. The fact that it just dropped out and come back again on its own, it must be the atmospherics. I don't know. It's the same signal though, so maybe it's, I don't know. Doesn't make sense. If I'm sending a signal out to the internet, you'd think it'd be the same on YouTube as well as Facebook. The fact that one of them's playing up must mean it's that's got an issue. Which is why a few streamers now are not touching Facebook. They're drifting away from it slowly but surely. It's a good shot there. The player from Amman Valley. I don't know what Mick's asking him. I don't know if he's asking him, did you shout total? Because I never heard you. He's right in what he's saying, though. If he is saying that, he needs to be telling the player it's no good just saying total. He needs to be making sure the player knows that it was a total. Mick's not happy, so I think that's what it was. He's not called total, so Mick's called him on it. Fair play to Mick. I think Mick's telling him, listen mate, you didn't say, is it a total to me? I don't know what you're playing. You're supposed to ask me if it's a total, and I'll tell you if it's a total. You've not even asked me. Yeah, he's having a go. He's right, he is right, he's not happy. He's right. All day long he's right, because you could see an edge of it. I'm not saying you could see an edge, but what I'm saying is you could see an edge of a ball, not ask for a total, play the shot, and it's too late. And you're saying, oh, it was a total, mate. Well, you know, the fact that Mick's not gone to the table and confirmed it's a total tells me he's not asked him. And I think if he called for a referee just to see what went off, the referee would say, no, you should have asked him, mate. I think his team captain is telling him to play the shot. All day long, I would have been screaming as well. So, depends on how much of a sour taste Mick's got in his mouth. They're still going on, while he's trying to play shots now. They're still going on. Might get a money match out of it. I mean, at 5-0 down, and whether you know anything happens in that frame, all it would have been would be 2 shots anyway. Would you have lost the frames from it? Possibly. Just gone a little bit too far. Oh, he hasn't. He's okay. He can stun this in. He's right. I'll agree with him all day long there. And I've just asked the referees as well that sat at Sarri on top table, and they've just agreed. If the player doesn't come and have a look and confirms it's a total snooker, he's obviously not heard the player asking for a total snooker. You know, so you have to make sure that the player knows that that's what you're asking for. Nick's finished them, which is what he deserved, really. Laughing a bit, you know, but he's right with that. It's not just saying it because he's my mate, but all day long, he's not done the scoreboard for me, so I'll have to tell him about that after. But all day long, it was a foul. You know, you can't just presume your opponent has heard you if you've asked for it. You've got to make sure. And you've got to make sure they've acknowledged it. Apart from anything else, even if you don't ask for a total snooker, which sometimes I don't, but I know I'm going to be playing the shot a lot harder to hit a cushion. And if something happens and it doesn't happen, well, it's your own fault. It's a chance you take. So he's kept his team in it. They've won 1 frame. 5-1 it is. Anything can happen. You never know. Just need a little bit of running. I'm going to go and get a pint. I'll probably see Mick on the way anyway. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. But I'll just tell him who was bang right. He should have argued the toss more. I'd ask for a referee. Let them tell him what the script is. So nice shot there. Chance here for, don't know his name, but player from Amman Valley to put his team even further ahead. Still a long way to go. Oh, 6-1. This is about to go 7-1. Seven-one it is. It's a long road back for Pembrokeshire. But, I mean, to be fair, the team probably thought they would be getting an early bath anyway if hadn't have had Michael in the side, because there was a player short. One of the players had to go back home early on Thursday evening. Or was it Wednesday evening? Can't remember now. So they've done really well to get to this point, but they've been outplayed so far. So 7-1, 5-0 up. Michael Hughes for Pembrokeshire. Gives them a bit of hope. Sat aside of me while he's just off again. But normal services resumed for Amman Valley. Last 2 frames. Not too sure where the lad is from that's at the table. I think he's Amman Valley player. I think he is. But looks like a relatively simple finish now. Well, it would have been, but he's left himself a little bit awkward there. That's not the best of shots by any means. Oh, if he doesn't catch the yellow there, that might have been a little bit further over this way. This would have been a lot easier. Having said that, it's got a slight cut, so just drift the white over towards the black. Possibly could have done with a bit more there, really. This does go, but it'd have been a lot easier if it was straighter. This for 7-2. Oh, I thought you'd overcut it then. 7-2 it is. One of the girls team has just won a frame. She's got a massive cheer. Michael Hughes back at the table. What controversy he'll bring this time. His team are now trailing 7 frames to 2. Unfortunately, Emma, I've not been given the full team sheet, so I couldn't really tell you the full side. I only know one of the players. It's because I brought him down from Blackpool. Pembrokeshire was a man down on Wednesday because one of the players had to go home. So the top table allowed them to put a reserve in. And as Michael had come down with me, just to watch a bit of pool, and maybe play a little bit if he could. He ended up joining this team, and they managed to get through to the quarterfinals, but getting well and truly educated here at the moment. He need a couple more frames in quick succession to give himself half a chance. put the pressure back on. Schoolboy error, Michael. Just going straight into the middle pocket. How do you mean, where's the match located? You mean where we're playing this competition at? This is at Trecco Bay, Holiday Park, South Wales. And this is a relatively easy finish, or should be. A little bit of right hand side on that. Has he gone too far? He's gone too far. He wanted the bottom one of the two there, just to open that pocket up, make it a bit easier for the finish. Now he's got to land on that one. He can't go too far this time. But not only that, he hasn't got anything to get back on the other one with. So this has all of a sudden gone a little bit more difficult unless he plays the plant. And he's might be forced into it now. And he was miles away. So that's 8 frames to 2. And on Valley winning on the other table. It needed to be the other way around, to be fair, to give Pembrokeshire any chance at all. So Mick looking now where he can leave this white. I think he was just lining up that one for the middle pocket, possibly looking at a finish to see if it was on, and it is in a way. Well, it is. Never mind, in a way, it is. The finish is on. He's just got to pick them in the right order. Decided he needs to drift between the black and the red here. Or screw his white back. He's topping it, so well, he's left it a little bit awkward. He can only drop this dead weight, and the angle he's playing it at, he could do with a bit of distance with the cue ball and the cushion after this pot if he gets it, and he's not going to have too much. So it's not a good shot that from Mick. He'd like to have been right behind that red. Amman Valley on table 2 breaking off. White still on the table, and so is the black. Only 5 yellows. So advantage Amman Valley. They need 5 more frames. Still a lot to do. But Pembrokeshire need 11. I'm not too sure what area it's in, to be honest with you, Emma. I'm not from these parts. All I know is it's South Wales. That's a good shot. I know he's not got the plant, but he's left the yeller in such a position now that even if he Happens to be snookered after this visit. He's only got to touch that yellow. The chances are he's going to get a plant out of it. We are streaming live to YouTube as well. If you want to watch it on your smart tellies, search soon. I'll be streaming on there. So Michael now, I think he got distracted then for a second. He obviously has, he's picking the white up. I would be playing the red down the rail if that's his most awkward ball. Play the red down the rail, play the plant. Goes the yellow into that bottom rail as well. Just like that. Possibly try to catch that a little bit thinner, but doesn't really matter. So the one next to the black now, just run that through to your bottom side of the yellow. Stun this up. Possibly even try and get on the one to the top left here. Try and land on that one. You've always got the ones over in the middle to fall back on. If you're too short, and if you're too much, you've got the one on the top rail. But to me, the one on the left-hand side would have been the one. Drop that in, drop the one along the top rail, and then two in the middle. But he's got a little bit more angle on this than he would have liked. He's still going for it though. Probably load this up with loads of right-hand side, I think. Be careful. He has done, and that's why you have to be careful. It's missable when you're putting loads of side on. He would have been in a great position. He's not happy with himself, understandably, but that's because he wasn't as straight on it as he would have liked to be. He's left a shot on the yellow, but it's tricky. Is he just going to bump it out? Leave his white behind the black. That's what he's looking at. And didn't really matter if he got the snooker, as long as he left that yellow in a portable position. He's now put the pressure on. But having said that, I think Mick can get through to the one near the right hand corner pocket. That being the case, he's only got to drop it in. He'll flick off the other red. And his teammate is at the table, on table 2 as well. Looking like a possible finish on. Well, he's going for a long one. Maybe looking for the snooker here. Run his white through. He was doing. I thought Mick might have had a go at that one there. The one next to the right corner pocket was on. He's asking him for a total. Yeah, he's having a laugh about it this time, but at least he's got Mick's attention and he's acknowledged it. So it's 8 frames to 3. Now then, Mick, make this count. If you've got an angle on this, you can stun your white across. Ideally to bump the left-hand side, one of those two off the top rail. I think he's banged straight though. This is not easy by any means. He could take the one to the middle and try and cannon into them two. That's a possibility. He is doing. He's not got it enough. So any minute now, this should be 9-3. That was a shot, but just wasn't enough conviction in it. Didn't catch it thin enough. So this black for 9-3. Pembrokeshire are in deep trouble now. There you go. Thank you, Lee. Generate. That's where we are. Glamorgan, 10 miles south of Swansea. I may well, in fact, I don't know if I've got a team sheet from the other day. I'll have a quick look. I know Mick is in with one of the Pembrokeshire team in the 3-man, I think. I think he is anyway. Gary Murter, is he from Pembrokeshire? I don't know. I thought he was in the 3-man with one of them. No, I don't think Gary Murter is. So, no, I don't have a list of the Pembrokeshire team from the other day, unfortunately. Half past 11. There's another match to play after these, another round. Each team will be playing on 3 tables. I think I'm having a break after this round while they play on 3 tables, only because I can't get 3 tables on the stream. My third card, I didn't connect it up, so although I've got a few cameras in operation, it's not set up so I can have 3 separate feeds. Because I didn't think they'd be doing it that way, but because they're so far behind with some of the competitions, I need to catch up, so they put in the next round of the team event, the last semi-finals, the last 8, the last 4. They're putting them on 3 tables each to try and get them done with, so they can get through a few of the singles matches. So I'll probably have a break and chill out and have a pint during that, because it's just not going to look good. 2 tables on stream and 1 somewhere else. Been at it all day. So and then hopefully we'll have a few singles matches for you. I don't know what competition they're going to do. They got the amateur up, and there's some good players left in that, but so we'll see what happens. I think Michael's still left in that one. Oh, Pembrokeshire player on table 1, missing the red, just as the Amman Valley player on table 2 finishes his frame off. So that's 10 frames to 3. They need 3 more for victory. Pembrokeshire need a miracle. Thanks, Lee Chenery. It's always nice when somebody knows the players. All of a sudden, somebody's just won a frame. It's good when you're winning and your team's cheering. It's not so good when you're getting beat and the other team's cheering. shame, Lee. So, was it you that was the reason why Pembrokeshire was a man down? It's a shame if that's the case. There's not a lot you can do when the competition starts on a Wednesday. You know what I mean? It's hard work. I suppose people do have to work for a living. But not only that, when you've got a competition as big as what this is as well, you can't fit it all in a couple of days. So, but Mick's done a grand job for him so far, I think. Just, well, he's 1 out of 2 in this match. So if they've all been 1 out of 2 for Pembrokeshire, then there'll be 7-all. Okay, so there was been somebody else that obviously couldn't, or did come, that had to go home. I'm sure that's what I heard him say at the start, that somebody had to go home early. Whether they turned up with 7, knowing that there was going to be a man down or not, I don't know. But yeah, the organisers let them use Mick. But this is certainly an half-decent Amman Valley team. They've not missed too much, certainly not in this match anyway. So I thought I recognised his face. That was Chris Hoskins for Amman Valley there on table 1. winner of Bapto. Not last year, year before, I think it was, beat Glee Clough in the final. Anthony, his brother Paul is still there, but actually sharing a caravan with Paul, me and Michael. Can you hear somebody shouting, choke it up? That's Paul then. He's in a match at the minute, so I can't really get over to him. He's got his tune in his hand as well, so I don't know if he's actually at the table. He may well be playing. So, unfortunately, but he will be back on commentary at some stage. I'm sure he will. He's loved it this weekend. Coming back on the forwards, but yeah, he's thoroughly nice bloke. Like I say, we're sharing with him, same caravan, me and Michael, and very nice bloke. In fact, well, we've got that one table there. What I can do, I don't know if you'll see it properly, but let's have a look. Yeah, we can. Here we go. How's about that then? There's Paul in the striped shirt. Well, there's two there with striped shirt. It's the horizontal ones. He's on yellows. So how's that? We aim to please here at Tsunami Streaming. Somebody's brother comes on chat. We get a camera on him. Is the wrong side of this? He's gone for the back double because he was the wrong side of it. I don't know what he was doing there. Oh dear. Well, you don't really want to see stuff like that, do you? It's gifted to frame to his opponent. So we'll go back to this table. There's nobody on it anyway, but there you go. Craig Marsh, say what, he can cheer, by the way. God knows how loud it's going to be in here tomorrow. It's mental. I thought it was only the women's teams that screamed and shouted like this. So this is the last frame in the second session of 8. And because they're so far in front and they only need one more, they're guaranteed at least a playoff black ball shootout. Because they're only one frame off, they're just hanging back. Is there any need to start the last session? Well, you just never know. But Amman Valley player is at the table. He's on Yellers. He only needs to nail that one, and he has done, and he's got a relatively simple plant. He's got enough room between the cushion and the white as well. He can just screw this one in, just bring his white back. Give himself a bit of room on the last one. He needs to hit it pretty thick. Whoa. What was he doing? That was a straight plant. What was he thinking? Answers on a postcard. No idea what he was thinking there. But it was certainly a strange way of going about it. That looked an absolutely certain straight plant. Well, I think there's enough sticking out. It's okay. You can use the red to hold the white. This does look like the beginning of the end for Pembrokeshire. Ooh. Great pot, great finish. That's it, folks. We'll be back. I'll probably take a little bit of a break now. I'm just going to go and see top table and see what they're doing. But if they're going to put matches on 3 tables, I'll give the semi-final a miss. We'll see anyway. Depends. It's not going to be great viewing if we can't see all 3 tables. I couldn't tell you how they're getting on over there, to be honest with you. Anthony, I have no idea. They're still playing, that's all I know, so whatever score it is, they're still in the match. Like I say, I'm going to be turning the stream off now anyway. I'm sure Paul will be back on commentary at some stage, either later on tonight or tomorrow. But we'll see you all very, very shortly. So I didn't cancel the stream out before, so while you're still there, the few of you that are still left, it's going to be the team event again, semi-finals. So it's going to be Newport, the winner of Newport, Triaris. Let's have a look. He's took it off the screen, so it's going to be a semi-final. It won't be the team that's just come off, so it'll be the semi-final. So like I say, we'll get a notification when we come back live again, as soon as the other matches are finished and we've got a match up in the semi. Still waiting for 3 games to finish, so we'll be back very shortly anyway.